the studios of TLC Talk Radio. It's DT on Our Minds, episode 12. I'm your girl, Tasha.
And I'm that fat girl, Dana.
With your game show host voice.
Yes, it is.
Thanks, Search. Remember that from Third Base?
Look at it.
Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and of course, DT on Our Minds. And check us every day, multiple times a day, at tlctalkradio.com. That's my station that I almost forgot to
Yes, it is.
And that just means that I'm tired.
No tired.
Listen, it's been that kind of day. It really, really has.
Yes.
Back in studio with us, he didn't go far. Back in studio with us is our friend Brian the Wildcat Smith.
Hey, to all my friends, I've been kidnapped. I know you don't have enough gas money to come find me, so just take care of my baby Phoenix. Daddy loves you.
Auntie Tasha and Auntie Dana love her too.
Yes.
Now,
We're giving you back. I got something to do after this.
I have nothing to do. I have no life.
Yes, they said their names. I wasn't going to say it because they threatened me.
Also, it's in the name of our show. That's
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. I got to work on my random joke. I got to take some notes.
some paper over there. It's a cup of pens.
So you have notes on your
right?
phone?
Oh, you got an iPhone. What's wrong with you?
Yes.
Use all of the technology for this $1,000 phone.
Yes, I was waiting on the iPhone 10 to come out so that I could get the 8.
That's what I did.
Yeah, why buy the new one?
Now, wait a minute. The only reason I ended up with the 10 is because something happened. They owed me something. And I was like, well, I'll take this. Thanks. Have a good day. Because that's what I had the 5 for years. And people would literally insult me about having, why are you still rolling with the 5? I was like, well, I got 2 vehicles.
Yeah.
Mind your
priorities.
Yeah. Money in my bank account
Right.
is better than a new phone.
Right. I'm good.
Yeah, I kept my 4 until it was done.
Yeah.
Then I got the 7.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I didn't, why I resisted? Because they kept changing, they changed the headphone. And I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
And so then when I tried to connect the car to my truck, because it's an older truck, it's a 2010, I'm used to plugging in the aux cord.
Right.
And it did not like the adapter. So I couldn't talk through the radio anymore. So now I'm on the hunt for Bluetooth, because in 2010, we didn't get the vehicle with the Bluetooth. So I'm like,
because it didn't exist yet.
That's what I'm thinking.
Unless you were buying that $80,000 vehicle.
I think he talked them down, so I got less features. Moving on. It is what it is. We were chatting about our past, and in the last episode, we talked about how it's a blessing to get old because there's only one way not to.
Right?
Boo for that. But we were talking about high school, and the joke I cracked, sorry daddy, was that my cousin posted, well, what is it that you were teased for in high school? And I sucked my thumb until I was 19. And yeah.
That's dedication. Wasted.
That's how you feel?
And you didn't have braces either, did you?
I did. I ended up with braces when I got married.
Oh, okay.
So right before I got married, I was like, let me shift. Yeah, because if you look at older pictures of me, there's a whole difference in my whole maxillofacial profile.
Situation.
Yeah, that's all of that.
Googling
Face, brother, all this right here. And so there's a difference. But I found it hilarious. So when he posted it, I said, well, this is going to cause a problem, but I'm with it. And I said, I was teased for sucking my thumb. But now the responses I get are very different, especially from people who knew that I sucked my thumb, from the male persuasion. And you can infer what that means. You people are smart. You're listening to the station and the show. So clearly you're intelligent. And so
we're asking a lot.
Yeah. A lot of people cut it off. Like, you're making too many assumptions.
I mean, you use that M word. I don't even know what that means.
That's hilarious.
I ain't no mask of filio. Who is that?
Okay, thank you.
Coming to the stage, Mascavilio.
That's like that porn issue you were talking about last episode.
Right?
I'm mad you got porn theme music in your head.
Oh, yeah. And you never heard that song.
Now I know what you're talking about.
Right.
It's a random song, and it has no name. You look it up, it's under Nasty. Yeah.
When you do the Google search in the free music that you can use, have you ever done that?
Yeah. And
I do it all the time.
Yeah, you'll never hear those songs anywhere but Google.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got on this crazy topic because we were talking about high school. My high school turns 100. Shout out to the fabulous Lindblom Technical High School. Then it was Lindblom Math and Science Academy, and now it's Lindblom College Prep, and just Lindblom.
Right.
School under new management.
My school has always been Crete-Monee.
Okay.
Since Crete-Monee became Crete-Monee.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Thornton Township, Harvey, Illinois, home of the Wildcats.
Oh, that's where we got that
Is
from.
that how you got your name?
Oh, yes, it is. The secret is out.
I didn't go as a warrior. Warrior Dana seems a little weird.
Yeah, but who was the goddess you referenced a couple of episodes ago?
Danu.
Yeah.
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 That was when I was studying Wicca in my early 20s.
Googling.
I was a pagan for quite some time.
Oh, okay.
Does that
Merry
make more
Christmas.
sense?
Easier.
Yes.
Exactly.
There we go. He does read.
You were like one of the top students when we had you.
Yeah, I've always been a nerd. Always. Yeah.
Like, quit fronting over here.
Yeah, my first girlfriend. Let's make out after I do my homework. Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't date in high school. Well, I think I kind of dated, but I'm pretty sure the guy was gay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
It's all right.
I'm so confused here.
I mean, he graduated from high school and went into the Navy and still is not out.
Not out of the closet
The
or
Navy.
the military? Both.
Both.
Yeah. Well, you know. But it's like back then, like they were like a gay guy.
Here's the thing.
there was a
I
gay
knew
guy
lots.
you knew about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were there, but I mean, it was such a stigma.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
I was in show choir, so.
Right, but that was like coming up, it was like Prince was cool. So it was like, is he gay or is he really stylish? I don't
He's
know. I never heard
Prince.
nothing.
I think he was asexual, to be completely honest with you.
Asexual?
Yeah.
I'm thinking hypersexual, but all right.
Really?
I don't know. He was cool till he wore the chaps with the butt cut out. I mean, I know you're cool, man, but is there something you want to tell your fans?
He's a very tiny person, too. He was very, very tiny.
Yeah.
Like, under my height. Which is...
I never got the opportunity
Wow.
to see Prince in person, and I regret it. I didn't get to see Whitney either.
I saw him the last time that he was in Chicago. I had eight row seats because my cousin worked for Live Nation.
Now, was he singing the classics, or was
Yes.
it all this Jehovah's
No.
Witness music he started
It was
making?
the classics. And the
What is
thing
Jehovah's Witness music?
No, because he was a Jehovah's Witness,
Right,
right?
Yeah, but
so
I'm thinking he wasn't selling tickets for Jehovah's Witness. He didn't. I don't think he performed Darling Nikki anymore.
No, I don't remember.
because for a while people were upset because he wasn't singing those songs that you knew him from.
Right.
He
Well,
had a
here's
lot of
the
new
thing.
stuff like "Knock on Your Door in the Morning." Y'all never heard that?
You made that up. Get out of here.
Fake Tie for My Son. You know, it's all those classic tracks. You know.
Damn.
But he did have monitors with his lyrics on them,
Okay.
like all over the stage.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, he wrote a lot of songs.
well, yeah, like the archives of In the Vault. Have you ever heard Kevin Smith talk about the Vault? When Prince called him and said he wanted a documentary done, and he wanted Kevin Smith to do it, the guy who did Mallrats and Bob or Jay and Silent Bob.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He wanted him to shoot a documentary.
That's special.
So it was like, what?
But I like.
It's not really what I do.
Yeah.
But Prince called. So
Right.
that's what you do.
Yeah, and the phone.
He could have been like, I need you to scrub the toilets, Tasha. I'm on my way. Hello, Southwest.
Right. I need a round trip to Minnesota.
One way.
One way?
Wait,
Okay.
to Paisley Park, please.
Yes.
One way.
Yeah, so
I'm going to see the sign.
apparently there's a vault of just music that was never released and videos that were never released, and they're starting to get some of them out on Spotify now. I think it's Spotify, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah. It was interesting to me when I found out how musically talented he was.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times he had bands, but for some of the music, he played like 5, 6 instruments. So
On
it
his
was
first
him.
album, he played everything, and they
Yeah.
kept saying, "Who was your band?" And they were like, "No,
me."
it's just
That's-
him. What do
yeah.
you mean?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And self-taught. Like he had some lessons from his dad, but self-taught. Yeah.
Purple Rain, man. One of the greatest.
Listen.
One of the greatest movies and soundtracks. And you don't get them both.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even have soundtracks anymore.
No, they really don't.
They don't. That's
Yeah.
like, come on, man.
It's just sad.
We had to wait on the new Lion King to have a real soundtrack? Like, come on.
No, we waited on the Lion King to get a new Beyonce soundtrack is what we did.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
That's what I heard.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a little disappointing.
I ain't seen nothing. I haven't seen the original Lion King. I know that now people are going to call
Like
it
ever?
But remember, I'm not a huge movie fan, so I don't care. I'm like,
But
all
it's
right,
the Lion King.
It's a good story. Pretty good story.
Tasha.
okay. I feel like I'm gonna start crying like top of the movie.
Well, yeah.
See, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I have my own issues to cry about. I can't.
But it's there's so much triumph and awesomeness in it.
It is.
There's a lot of that in my life.
I know, but the Lion King.
Come on. Hakuna Matata.
Come on, Tasha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to guilt you into seeing this sucker.
Trips typically don't work with me. I'm a teacher. That doesn't.
I have to subliminally hit it with.
I mean, if you get New Edition to act it out, then I might check it out. This is unlikely, but
yeah,
you know.
I'm gonna go with probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I seen Johnny Gill at a concert, and it was horrible.
I throw you out of the studio. What
It
you
was
saying?
Horrible. I don't know what was going on with him, but he's gained a lot of weight.
I mean, I've gained a lot of weight.
People get older, they get fat.
Yeah,
it happens.
but you got to stay in your lane. Like, he was trying to sing and walk through the crowd, and it took forever. Like, put on your red dress.
What y'all not about to do? Here in
Slip
the
on your
studio.
high heels. And some of that sweet perfume. He got so tired he made the lady sing the next line. It sure smells good on.
I can't. I'm so done as we sit in studio across from my New Edition.
That's
mural.
what gave me the idea. Yeah.
And Johnny is my absolute favorite. Like, that has been my pretend husband since before he joined the group. You gonna sit in my studio and insult my pretend
It
husband?
was him, 112, and John B. Horrible.
The whole show?
Horrible. It's like you're doing a concert, so like work out. Like get in
Get your
shape.
cardio going.
Yeah, 112 was coughing in the middle of the song. And, I see you looking at me. I can feel when you're hot. What you feel? What the hell is going on here? We paid for this. Come on, man. Cardio.
Okay, that is the difference between me and them. I am not an entertainer. I get to sit right here in this chair that's strong enough to hold me.
Do it. Do it.
There's that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. I can't take this. We were supposed to be talking about high school.
High school. Yeah. High school
Well,
songs.
this has to do with high school-ish, kind of.
Yeah, when they could sing.
And walk at the same time.
Mr. Johnny Gill, I am still as in love with you as I have been since I was 12. Moving on.
Yes.
There's
that's it
just
for
more
that.
to love. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm with it because it's more me to love.
Hey.
I posted some pictures and people were like, wait, that was you? Mm-hmm. I used to model 100
Yeah.
pounds ago.
100.
Wow.
I was a twig.
I was
I saw the post.
never a twig.
Yeah.
Ever. I was the Stay Puft Marshmallow Girl.
He said that to you?
Yeah.
That's some bull.
Yeah. And that's why I'm that fat girl Dana, because I owned it.
Yes.
I'm
And
with that.
I really wasn't even that fat. Like, I was under 200 pounds when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I wasn't small by any means, but I wasn't fat.
Right.
I've been the same size. Like, if I had a pair of pants from high school, I could probably still wear them. Like, my stomach just gets big. That's it. Like, it'll touch you before I touch you. I got that. That's it. I got that Smith stomach. It's in my genes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yep.
That's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, no. High school was fun for me. Like I said, we're celebrating 100 years as a school. This is the 25th anniversary of my high school graduation, and my class is wonderful, but they don't like to participate in much. So we chuckled because a couple of girlfriends were like, we're trying to get people together, and I responded. I said, remember when I sat on the 10-year committee? That's why I didn't sit on the 20-year committee. I love y'all.
Yeah. We're having that problem with my 30th, which is in October. And, like, people are on the website. Ain't nobody bought tickets, but like 15 people.
You can see
There's
that
like a
there's
class of
checking
400.
the website. Oh, wow. There were only 100 of us.
Yeah,
We've lost
we had a big
a
class.
few people.
We lost a couple. We lost a foreign exchange student. My friend Dana, the other Dana in my class, she died of brain cancer about 15 years ago.
Jeez.
My friend TG died. Yeah, we've had some deaths.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Nope.
Yeah.
My mom just celebrated her 50th.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very nice.
She's like,
What
there's a
school?
whole lot less of us, but
Yeah.
but we really close now.
I bet. What school was this?
She went to Thornridge.
Okay, nice.
Or Ridge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Part of the Thorn.
Thorn family.
Yes.
Yeah. Thorn
My-
Ridge,
my dad went to,
Thornwood.
My dad went to TH North.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thornton Fractional.
High school was great. High school is when I really found my calling, like, speech class, and just really, high school was the best. Like, I've always been a nerd, so when I was a kid, I couldn't go to school, I would cry. And they were like, dude, you got it made. I'm like, no, I want to learn. I got stuff to read, man.
Top student.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to be a comedian and be dumb.
Yeah, because you need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
I know a lot
mean,
of comics.
I know. Like, to be successful, I think you have to be pretty intelligent.
I think
Unless you're really lucky.
I think it takes a special person, and you have to stay in your lane, because a lot of the material I see comedians doing, it depends. It's all for the crowd. I'll do a slightly different set for this crowd than I'll do for that crowd. So it's like,
But you're smart enough to know that.
yeah,
Right. Versus running the same jokes throughout.
Yeah, but it's I know a lot of comedians, and they're special. I wouldn't say they're smart at all, based on, and I said it. I'm in Harvey right now. Look,
The
gotta
views
send
and
'em off.
opinions
Yeah.
expressed on the following program are not necessarily those. TLCTalkRadio.com.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a special thing. You have to have it. I think that you're born to do something.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, and a lot of comics I know, they are intelligent, but they don't look at it the way that I look at it. It's a job. I'll do research for my jokes.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm studying. I'm listening to my tapes. I approach it as a job, and it pays me like a job. There's a lot of people that are just basing everything off their talent. Talent only take you so far.
Right.
Sure, you have
to become a student of the art that you're interested in.
That's dope. Other than that, what additional advice would you have for a comic? Like, let's say, okay, so I might have a class clown. I teach 8th grade, so we got babies who are on their way to high school, and they're about to, find their audience. What would you say to them as they approach junior, senior year?
If you're serious about entertaining, become a student of it. Find out who you like. Everybody's got their favorite whatever. Favorite comic, favorite actor. Watch the tapes. Watch, study it. Really go to comedy clubs or try, of course they're young. Yeah. So like talent shows and different things, but just like really dig into what makes you tick. And don't always search for the funny, because a lot of times people force the funny. A lot of times I'm on set and I'm like, hey man, they told y'all not to go in here. And they're like, no. Just say the lines. Hey, they told y'all not to go in here. So it's a way of doing it. Instead of, trying to search for the joke, just allow it to happen. Because things that are funny are usually true and natural. Anytime you go over the top, it has to be that. Like, it's not like Saturday Night Live.
Right.
With everything's over the top. So I think that become a student. Take some acting classes. Take some improv classes. Don't be afraid to because they have comedy classes now.
Yeah.
Like, really look at it seriously. Get you a book. Write the jokes down. Text yourself jokes. The ideas. I was up last night about 4 or 5 in the morning. I wrote like 3-4 different jokes. Just random stuff that I do. Like I do a lot of kid stuff. Like if something stinks, I'll smell it twice. Like, why do you need a... the first smell wasn't enough?
Lunatic.
This is 3 in the morning. I'm like, that's got to be a good one, And it just comes to you. I know a lot of comics that sit down and write. I don't do that.
Yeah, because I'm kind of embarking on that part of my life now, because now I have time because my daughter's 18 and she does whatever she does.
Yep.
And I don't have to, deal with it. So I write down just random stuff that pops into my head, and then I'm like, okay, I need to add more to this later, but it's there so I can find it and just be like, sure, that makes sense.
It's a process.
Yeah.
When a lot of people are funny nowadays, a lot of people are really talented, so you got to figure out like what's gonna be the difference. Like a lot of people do Instagram, YouTube videos, and it's random stuff. You have the one side and then the other side. They play the video and then they talk about it.
Right.
Like I'm doing this thing called NSFTT. That's Nerds Searching for the Truth. And it's like,
I saw your video. Hilarious.
yeah, I appreciate that, but it's like, what can I do that nobody else is doing?
Right.
So in that, I put together a lot of black facts, African American facts, books that you could read. But it's like, because I'm a nerd, I'm never invited to the rallies. We're never invited to the house picnics. We want to know the truth, but we're not cool. So this is for you. It's NSFTT, Nerd Searching for the Truth, because only the truth can make you cool. And the reviews were good, but it's like, that's what I bring to the table. I want to educate people. I want you to leave with something.
Right.
Not saying you're going to be like, oh, I'm smart now, but like,
at least make you think.
Yeah, it's like
about something.
Just like music or any type of entertainment, you have to stand out. What makes you different? What are you bringing to the table that nobody else is going to bring? I'm going to bring that nerd with the funny. I'm going to make people think about this and that, That's how I would look at it. If you want to get into entertainment, be different. Be original.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Too many carbon copies as it is.
Yeah. Yep. That's an old school term right there. We're not going to tell our age.
Yeah.
Remember that with the credit cards?
Yeah.
Remember the whole little... Yeah. Like, wow, man. They still use that? I was in line the other day, and this lady was actually writing a check.
Who does that? Yeah.
I got my daughter. I say, look.
You do not.
I said, look.
Tasha.
There's a unicorn.
A couple of people still require checks from me. My stylist, until recently, only accepted checks. Now, my checks have lasted me 6 years because I'm
Yeah.
writing
Right.
3.
Yeah. I used to only have checks to write things for nefarious school. Like, picture day.
Yeah.
Or whatever, because they only took checks for so long, and then
Now nobody takes
Nobody
checks.
takes
They don't
checks.
want a check.
yeah, who wants that?
Yeah.
I can tell you a check story when we leave.
Hey.
I mean, if someone won't give me a check, I'd
Not
be
a rubber
okay
check.
with that.
Right.
They had a bunch of zeros after a 5.
Why don't we just go to the bank together?
See how I'm out of this plan?
Because when I get checks from comedy shows, I'm like, nope.
So what do you require?
Cash. And I even have the bill marker. Like, I don't trust anyone.
That's wise.
Yeah.
Well, you would think that they would start doing like, what is that thing that Chase has got now?
Zelle.
Yeah.
pay. Yeah. I mean,
See, I could be down with that, getting paid that way.
Zelle is cool, but all the other things you have to pay for.
Like PayPal and stuff. you
Yeah, I
have to
mean,
pay
and
for that,
it's
yeah.
not that much, but if you
It's
pay
still
me
something.
$1,000, I want $1,000.
Exactly.
Not a percent, not 98%.
970.
Right.
That's not the same, sir.
No, it is
It's not. I'm gonna need my $30 back.
Exactly.
For real.
I've had that problem.
Yeah, or I'm stealing something out the hotel. I got
with
white
$30.
towels for days. The smallest bars of soap you've ever seen. You've got a hairdryer.
How did you get the hairdryer? Because those things are wired into the actual
Apparently,
wall.
this was in the past.
Yeah,
Before they were wired in.
yeah. And I'm like, well, what the hell am I going to do with the hairdryer?
Right.
So
And
now I
they're not
just-
even good hairdryers. They're just...
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
come on.
a light bulb heat. Yeah,
Like,
Wow, it's
I could
easy
blow
bake
my
oven?
hair.
yeah.
Yes.
Man.
Got
I
it.
could blow my own hair.
We have some
Dry
of
faster.
the oldest references. Carbon copy, easy bake oven.
They still make easy bake ovens.
And I want one because
They're horrible.
nobody ever bought me one.
Oh, they're horrible.
Why?
Yeah, the taste.
Because they just take forever. Just use an oven.
I mean, I have
Like,
an oven.
that's what I did with my daughter because she wanted one, and I was like, yeah, no, we're going to learn how to use the oven and make a real cake.
I'm just whining, I think. I want one.
Yeah, they suck.
You can go to your local thrift store.
Oh, there's at least 50 of them.
Dust them off. Now
Yeah.
they're probably still selling them new.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still, some of them are still in boxes.
what I want?
go to the thrift store all the time.
I want a speak and spell.
I still have one somewhere.
I don't know what my mother did with my speak and spell and speak and math. And then I guess they ran out of money and I didn't get to speak and read. But I read well, so it works. But
There you go.
those were my favorite.
Did you ever have like that little calculator that looked like an owl?
I did not. My cousin
I
did.
had that one.
My cousin did.
I
Yeah.
had a lot of random electronics as a
Yeah.
kid.
My dad was always a stickler for electronics. He always wanted me to have the latest technology, just because he just wanted me to have that. So, my Christmas gifts were, remember the Commodore 64? Remember
Yep,
that?
I had one of those
Yeah.
with the tape deck. Yeah, I still never knew how to use that.
Yeah. And so I didn't understand the inner workings of a computer. I just thought computers were smart because they seem so space age. I'm thinking, oh, the Jetsons. So this thing is already intuitive. So
nope.
I'm typing on it, what's my name? And it's like syntax error. And I'm like, why? That is not my name.
Oh, speaking of high school, when it was my senior year, we first got a computer class because that's when computers came out.
With the green screen.
Yeah. And I was
Cursor blinking.
horrible at it. And my friend Amy was sitting next to me one day, and she's like, because I would complain all day long about, I can't make this work, I can't do this, I can't do that. And she's like, Dana, just stop. I can't anymore with you. You're never going to use a computer.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And
Check
now
you out now.
I know, right? Now I edit things and
Look
Talking
at
on a
it.
phone that's a computer.
Look at it.
Remember when cell phones were whole big contraptions that came in carrying cases?
Yes, we had one because my mom worked for AT&T, so we had the first bag phone.
I saw a commercial on YouTube for them, and it was like only $8 million. Like it
Yeah.
was some astronomical
Drug
number.
dealers and doctors.
Yeah.
That was it.
And my mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Incredible. My first phone was the brick with the flip.
Oh, yeah,
I
we had that too.
And I had a pager, so my mother would page me rather than just dialing the phone, I guess.
Because it was cheaper.
Oh yeah, that's right. But she required that I dial her back. Hello.
I never had a pager. I always had a phone.
Yeah, I had a beeper. I remember dating a guy. We were going to the movies or something. Mama was like, "You all look like drug dealers." I was like, "You need to stop watching the news. It's not the only thing that just cut it out, crazy woman."
I remember the two-way pagers. I remember you could.
Oh yeah, I remember those too.
That was like the first
everyone
text
else
message.
everyone else had pagers but me. I always had access to a phone, so they were like, "Can I use a phone?" I'm like, "No, Mama, kill me."
Right.
Yeah.
You know how much this is?
Kill us.
Yeah.
Us together.
Remember free nights and weekends?
Yeah.
That's what I came up with. Dude, call me after 7. 7 or 9 or whatever it was.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Prime code.
I have a picture with that alien.
That little pink dude.
alien.
Yeah.
I have a picture
Yeah.
with that
was
alien
it.
at the Sox Stadium.
Yeah.
It was a church went, and they were sponsoring a free night for us, and we ended up going. And yeah, I was real skinny then with a big ponytail on top of my head. I was grown, but skinny.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Wow, this has been a great trip down memory lane. It went so fast.
I know, right?
It did. From the studios of TLC Talk Radio, you're listening to DT on Our Minds. I'm your girl, Tasha.
And I'm that fat girl, Dana.
And this guy is...
That almost regular-bodied Wildcat.
Don't forget to check us out on all of our social media. DT on Our Minds on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Wildcat, how can people find you, sir, on the internet?
Hey, now, you're taking the fun out of it. DA Wildcat, all social media, actorbriansmith.com, wildcatcomedy.com.
We have enjoyed you. We are so going to miss you, but maybe we'll do a phone-in episode.
Do it. I'll call you from my Prime code. Call back.
Call back. Call us after 7, though.
Yes. Yes.
We will catch you next week.
Peace.
Peace.